Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Daily Rates Live with the Mortgage Calculator. Give us just a moment here to get started. Let us go live on all the different platforms. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. What we're going to do here is go over our live rates, and then we're going to be doing a deep dive into our loan topic for today, which is bank statement loans, very popular program. So definitely excited to go over that. And it looks like we're live on all the platforms, so we'll go ahead and get it started here. All right. So, welcome everyone. My name is Kyle Hershey. I'm the COO of the Mortgage Calculator, joined here by our president, Nick Hershey, and our CSO, Jose Gonzalez. We are a lender that specializes in non QM loans. And what we do every morning on the show at 11 a.m. Eastern is go through our actual mortgage rates. And then we do a deep dive into a different loan type. And today's loan type we're very familiar with because we specialize in non QM loans. And this is probably the most popular non QM loan out there, which is bank statement loans. So Jose will take us through some examples of those here shortly. But first, let's see what the other rates are looking like. So, Nick, if you are ready, let's go ahead and pull up today's rates.
All right. So we will check out today's rates. It is October 23rd, just after 11 a.m. Eastern. So all of our standard rate programs have their initial rate sheets for today. We'll set up a scenario to compare across the program to compare the APR. If you'd like a full breakdown and itemized loan estimate that itemizes all the fees that go into the APR, please get with our team members. They'd be happy to send over the loan estimate. For the demo today, as we do every day, we'll set up a basic scenario, a single unit, single family home, 500,000 purchase price, 400,000 loan amount. That corresponds to 80% loan, 20% down payment. And we use an estimated 760 FICO credit score and an estimated 40% debt to income ratio. So with those settings, let's check out today's rates. So first up here is our 30-year fixed conventional for primary home. That's the most common option people think of when they think of a mortgage. Rates today coming in at 6.375 rate. Final APR 6.697. And if for any reason our customer doesn't qualify for a conventional option, we typically want to compare an FHA option. FHA allows more leniency on credit issues and a much higher overall debt to income ratio, but does require upfront and yearly mortgage insurance. Rates for FHA coming in today, 5.5 rate. Final APR with all the fees and mortgage insurance, 6.477. So if our customer qualifies for both, they may consider FHA if they're willing to do the mortgage insurance. And our customers that need FHA, definitely a good option, very comparable. And our VA options only for eligible active service members and veterans. If you are eligible, these programs are definitely the best. You see here, rates as low as 5.625. Final APR with a standard funding fee, 5.939. So definitely lower than an FHA or conventional example for this scenario. So our vets and service members should definitely take advantage of those programs. And our final program that every banker lender has, USDA, but that's only for properties in USDA eligible areas of the country. That's the rural areas. If the property is eligible and the borrower is eligible, these are great options to check out. Rates as low as 5.625. Final APR with all fees, 6.383. So it's a touch lower than FHA, which is typical. So our customers that look in these rural areas definitely compare to FHA, typically going to be a touch cheaper and a touch cheaper than conventional. So great option for those rural properties. And that rounds out all the standard options that any bank or lender has. But if our customer doesn't qualify, many banks or lenders will deny them. That's where we love to help out with our 5,000 additional options, starting with our 30-year fixed non-QM alt doc options for a primary home. So if our customer doesn't qualify for any of our other primary programs like conventional or FHA using tax returns and standard docs, we can switch to using alternative docs, such as our topic for today, bank statement loans. We can also use P&L statements, 1099s, asset related, all kinds of different options. But our bank statement options today coming in at 6.375, final APR 6.707. Which is actually almost identical to conventional. So absolutely amazing. Non-QM is coming in at almost identical price to conventional today. And we have tons of other options for investment properties here, starting with our non-QM alt doc options. So again, bank statement or similar, Coming in today, rates as low as 7%. Final APR 7.350. And we'll compare that to our other investment options. Remember, there are no government options for investment properties, so no USDA, FHA, or VA programs, but we do have conventional. Conventional comes in today, 6.875 rate. Final APR 7.211. And that's still a touch lower than our alt doc, but not better than our favorite options, our DSCR loan options. DSCR stands for debt service coverage ratio. No income information needed, no employment information needed. We simply use the estimated rents from the appraisal to determine a DSCR ratio. The estimated rents can cover the estimated expenses, aka the property cash flows every month. That's a ratio of 1 or higher, which is preferred. And this option shows our 3-year prepayment penalty option, which is the most common. Rates as low as 6.499 today. Final APR 6.835, which is better than conventional, which is amazing. And we can add a 5-year prepayment penalty to sweeten the deal even more. Rates as low as 6.375. Final APR there, 6.707. And our final DSCR option, even though we have thousands of combinations, the standard option here with no prepayment penalty, as some states don't allow it, comes in today at 7% rate. Final APR 7.350, just a touch above conventional, to do a no prepayment penalty option. So tons of options there and thousands of other variations as well. And our last 2 options, definitely popular these days, as many of our customers have lower rates than what we're just looking at here on their mortgage. Don't want to necessarily change that mortgage they have in place, but need to get some cash out of their property, no problem. You could use a HELOC, which is the traditional option, or the preferred option now is our 30-year fixed second mortgage options for a primary home. Rates come in today at 8%. Final APR 8.370. Lower rates than a HELOC, and fixed rates as compared to a HELOC is adjustable. So definitely a cool option to consider. And the same program for our investment properties comes in today, 9.375 rate to get cash out. Final APR there, 9.761. So those are our standard options we check out every day. Let's go ahead and switch into today's topic on bank statement loans. So typically bank statement is the most common non-QM option. So that's the option we typically see in our live rate demo. But Jose will break down all the different variations we have, as there's thousands of different combinations once we get into the bank statement option. So Jose, what do we have for them today?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Daily Mortgage Rates Live with the Mortgage Calculator. Bank statement loans are the preferred option, preferred non-QM option for our self-employed borrowers. It is a great solution. It is a solution where the borrower that's making $3,000 a month on tax returns is making $30,000 a month using bank statements, and definitely qualifies for the home that they are shopping for. We saw a spike in bank statement loans as the interest rate started inching up in the beginning of 2022, and it now makes up the largest segment of non-QM origination. So let's get into these amazing bank statement options that we have today. Maximum LTV for any of our non-QM options is always 90%. Never any mortgage insurance on any non-QM products, regardless of the loan to value. So this first option here we have is for a primary purchase with only 10% down. Our lowest cost option is 8.625% at par. Then you can buy that down all the way to 7.75% at a cost of 2.375 points. Our next option is the maximum LTV option for an investment purchase using bank statements. This is amazing because we are at 85% loan to value, only using the last 12 months bank statements to qualify the borrower. 7.875 is our lowest cost option at a cost of 1.375 points, and we can buy that down all the way to 6.999 at a cost of 3.125 points. And for our lower credit score borrowers, we do have bank statement options all the way down to a 600 credit score. That is correct. That is not a typo. 80% LTV is the maximum LTV for this option. This is available for both investment and primary purchases. I'm sharing with you today the investment property option at 80% LTV for our 600 credit score borrower. 10.999 is our lowest cost option at par, and you can buy that down all the way to 9.499 at a cost of 3.125 points. And now for our cash out options. 80% LTV is our maximum LTV for our bank statement cash out refinance options. This is our primary option for a primary residence cash out refi, and our lowest cost option is 7.999 with a lender credit of a quarter point. That's nice to see. And we can buy that down all the way to 6.875 at a cost of 2.5 points for our primary cash out refi at 80% using bank statements. And now our investment option. Great news. Investment cash out refi is also maximum 80% loan to value. Lowest cost option 7.999 at a quarter point cost. And you can buy that down all the way to an amazingly low 6.625% at a cost of 3 points for our bank statement investment cash out refi at 80% loan to value. And our last option here is for our lower credit score borrowers. Again, 600 credit score is our minimum credit score for this option. 75% LTV is the maximum LTV for this credit tier. And our lowest cost option, 10.999 at par. And you can buy that down all the way to 9.499 for our cash out refi for an investment property with a 600 credit score at 75% LTV. So great bank statement options here at the mortgage calculator. And should your bank statement loan have any issues, remember the profit and loss loan is an amazing workaround. And do not forget 1099s for your realtors and other borrowers that receive 1099s.
All right, I don't see any questions, but just to touch on two, Jose, so you can combine bank statements with other forms of income as well?
Absolutely. I'm about to close one right now where we are combining W 2 income with bank statements. No need for tax returns, no need for tax transcripts either. We can actually combine multiple income streams. We can actually use bank statements, 1099s, and P&L and W 2 if your borrower has all those separate company streams. And I think I also recently closed one also that had three income streams. So that is very unique, something um, that our borrowers may not be aware of, and some MLOs out there may not be aware of. But if you are on the mortgage calculator team, we definitely keep you posted on all these great options.
All right. Still don't see any questions, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Remember, everybody, we do this show at 11 a.m. Eastern every weekday where we go through our live rates and then do a deep dive into a different loan type. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, for the next episode of Daily Rates